Hello, Ida, Bernard TV. How you doing, love? How's your Monday going so far? Even though it's like evening time now. So hopefully you had a good day. And thank you. I am having a great evening. I just got off of work a little while ago. And normally I don't come to y'all this early with my live videos, but I have some reviews to make up for. So I'm getting a head start this evening, this late afternoon, early evening, because I have two more lives to do. So let's see how this goes. But right now we're going to go over Housewives of Atlanta. So everybody who's coming in, please give me some likes, please, and thank you when you walk into the room. And also those of you watching me from Instagram, from IG, let me see them hearts popping up all over the place. Thank you very kindly. And as always, I let you guys know on YouTube, my IG and my Twitter is Tanya's Primetime TV. Also, I have a Facebook group called Tanya's Primetime TV Media Reviews. And those of you on IG, my YouTube is Tanya's Primetime TV Media Reviews. And then I also have a cake decorating channel and a cake decorating page on Facebook called Tanya's Primetime. I mean Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice. So you can check me out over there as well. But for everybody who's coming in, did anybody happen to catch the last episode of Housewives of ATL? Because, man, when I tell y'all, this episode was like a roller coaster express. It was ups and downs, highs and lows. I felt like I was really on an emotional roller coaster. Hey, living your best life. Hey, living my best life. Hey, I ain't going back and forth with you. That's my jam right there. But anywho. How you doing today, living your best life? Hopefully you're doing as well as your name is. I can hold a little tune now, y'all. Y'all better check out some of my videos. But anyway, I'm no Whitney Houston or nothing, but I do like to sing, mainly in church though. But anyway, as far as the Housewives of Atlanta, who all watched it? Please tell me if anybody watched it. You say you love that everyone's singing. Yes, that's the jam though, and that's like what everybody is supposed to do. Like, we should all be living our best life. Like, always. Shoot, because we don't never know when this life is gonna end. And that's for real. That's for real. But, well, for those of y'all who hasn't watched, Eva finally done got married. She's married now, y'all. And she was a beautiful, gorgeous bride. I mean, I can't express enough how gorgeous she was. Thank you, Living Your Best Life. Thank you. Please give me those thumbs up, you guys. When I say emotional roller coaster on this episode, it was, you know how these ladies are. It can be the most joyous, most happiest occasion, and there's still gonna be some drama. And then we were still reeling off the fact of Nene, going off last episode when she had, she went ham and eggs on Candy and Portia and Cynthia. Nene, for some reason, didn't want them to go into her closet last episode. She said it wasn't clean or it was not tidy enough or something like that. And a lot of people was like, okay, Nene, we understand your closet might not have been, perfectly clean, but the way she flipped out, I still can't get over that. How she had flipped out and had went off. So do y'all think she went overboard? Like, you said Nene got a problem. Yes, she does. Hey, Tara, telling TV what's going on. We talked about the last episode of The Housewives that came on last night. I was just saying that some of the ladies are still reeling over the fact that Nene had basically went off on them, and she went full throttle on those ladies last episode, and when she ripped off that dude's shirt, I was like, oh my god, did she just really shred the cameraman's shirt? She just ripped it off his body to keep him from going into the closet. But then once she started explaining, now I'm not giving her a pass because I still think she overreacted, but I understand a little bit more why she did it when she explained, last night's episode that remember that episode. Y'all remember that episode when Nene had to deal with Kim's daughter, what's her name, Brielle, when she had recorded the basement bathroom when Nene was having a party or get together, and she was recording. I think it was like not cockroaches, but like water bugs, something like that. They get into people's basements. I mean, I didn't seen water bugs in people's basements before. When I was growing up, we had water bugs. I didn't had a water bug in my house before, living on my own. So it's not uncommon to see a water bug outside your house or in the base. They like water. Now, if you got like millions of them in your house, that's a different thing. But Nene didn't want that to happen. But do y'all think those ladies would have really done something like that? Like if her closet was really, really messy. Because she's making it seem like she didn't have dirty undies, dirty slip stockings just strewed around the closet. I mean, how messy could it have been? But anyway, thank you, Livia Best. Like everybody. And I moved out when I was very, very young. I moved out when I was very, very young. And the first place that I moved out, a lot of people who know me knows I lived in apartment the first time I moved out. The apartments were not impressive. They were not impressive, but I was young. They was cheap. And it's like no matter how much you keep your house clean, the people over here, the people over here, the people up there, if they ain't keeping your house clean, you might get a cockroach, a bug, you might get a spider, you might get an ant, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure you keep your place clean, but still, sometimes you might get an intruder. but Brielle and them blew it all up. Like she had cockroaches running all over her house, like she had an infestation. And so I guess I get it. But still, I don't think not those ladies, would have done that to Nene and recorded a messy closet or underwear on the floor. I can almost bank my next paycheck, that they would not do something like that. Not these ladies. So, again, I get it, but she still don't get a total pass from me because she blew up on these ladies. But anywho, like I said, in defense to the ladies, I don't think they would have recorded nothing or taken any pics or, anything like that. But, I do feel really bad about Greg. Like, what do y'all think about, I had hit on this before, as far as, because most of y'all have been following me for a minute. Oh, hey, everybody on IG, Sherry Candy 4 and Candy Vanity. Hello, thank you for joining us. I'm on YouTube and IG at the same time, so if my eyes go back and forth, that's why. I'm trying to pay attention to everybody. But, I had mentioned before, and yes, that's very rude. You are absolutely right, living your best life. And bugs, you can find them in any apartment. Nene, as far as Greg, him battling cancer and trying to get over the cancer, she said she made a statement, which I was feeling some type of way when Shamari brought this up at the wedding. Like, who does that? But Shamari had to bring it up at the wedding. Nene, I had seen on Twitter a comment that you had made about your relationship. Again, I don't think that's something that Shamari should have brought up at the wedding, but the Twitter post said, when people are sick, is it normal for them to be mean? I don't think she should have brought it up at that time and place because they were at a wedding. Nene's having relationship problems as it is. You could look at Nene without her even saying anything, and you could tell that she was like in her feelings or a little down, or this is a happy special occasion. Everybody else is excited and cheers and drinking and dancing, and Nene is just like, I'm here, bitches, I'm here. I made it, thank God, just thank God I made it. But when she brought that up, I'm like, we had hit on that before about sick people. For those of y'all who, as I was saying before, for those of y'all who've been following me for a minute, y'all know I've been working at a nursing home part-time. It's going on 6 years. So not only that, but I've had people close to me, like my parents and others, die of cancer. I know what it's like to be dealing with that, and for you to be just thinking that you're giving your all, giving your everything, helping them, grooming them, dressing them, helping feeding them, giving them medicine. I mean, taking them where they need to go, paying their bills, making sure everything is everything, and they still be like latching out to you because who else are they gonna do it to? I mean, these people are going through all kind of emotions, sadness, regrets. They scared for their life. They don't want to die. I mean, all those feelings are going through their life, and it's really sad living your best life. And I know what you probably went through. I do. I mean, I had to, I had to make all the arrangements for my mother by myself. So I know what it's like to lose a person. Yeah, they frustrated and they angry and they bitter and you can't blame them. All you can try to do is just be there. I mean, just be there. Just pray for them. Just keep letting them know that you're there for them. But I guess Nene, she's just not taking it too well. And to hear her say to Cynthia, not only are we not sleeping in the same bedroom, but he didn't mention getting his own place. I'm like, first of all, Greg, to leave his home under these conditions where he's sick and battling cancer and getting his own place when Nene has been there trying to take care of him. I mean, if he has his own place, who's going to take care of him? I mean, I know he has kids, I know he has friends, homies and all that kind of thing. But who's going to be there? Like, be there, when you sick and got cancer and you taking that medicine and all that kind of stuff. You be so sick you can barely even move, can barely walk, can barely go to the bathroom. So I don't know. I hope it doesn't go that far. But from what she's saying, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Hey, Kaikai's child. How you doing, sweets? Thanks for checking in. We were just talking about Nene and Greg, what they're going through, and how she mentioned to Cynthia last episode that Gregory, I got that from Married to Medicine. Greg is thinking about possibly getting his own place. What y'all think about that? Do y'all think it'll be better for the relationship being that he's sick? Yeah, living your life. I don't think he's thinking right either. I really don't. There's no way, after seeing people and living with someone, well, not living, but I was at my mother's a lot when she was sick. And it was like me and my brothers and my dad, we would take turns. My dad would go to work, I would go to work. One of my brothers would be there, then I would get off of work, then I would be there. Then my dad would go to sleep, and my other brother would be there because the other one worked overnight. So it was like it was always somebody there with her. I can't imagine being by myself and as sick as you can get with cancer. So I think he's just not thinking right. Cynthia did say, I think this is just temporary. I hope so. I really hope so. And then another thing, as far as Nene, when she did go off on the girls about her closet, Marlo. Good old Marlo. I like Marlo, y'all. Marlo, she can be a bit much. But then again, all the ladies can at times. But Marlo, when she had told Candy and them that she spoke to Nene and basically took back some bones, took back some tea to Nene about how they felt about her blowing up on them. Candy and them is like, you know what? That ain't exactly what we said. Whoop whoop whoop. Nene did charge at them. So some of that from my angle of the television, y'all let me know how y'all saw it on y'all angle of y'all television. But to me, it looked like Nene did charge them and charge the cameraman. And Candy, stood in. No, was that Cynthia who stood in, defense of Portia in her belly? Because a lot was going on. A lot was going on. And Portia, she's pregnant. Her stomach is out there now. And all this commotion is going around. The cameraman getting his clothes ripped off of him. Nene charging them and running down the stairs and pushing people out the way like she's a linebacker. Yeah, I would say she charged them. I would say that. But Nene's trying to act like, I don't know, maybe she forgot what happened, or maybe she zoned out at the moment and got so angry she just can't remember exactly what she did. But it was really crazy, and I was like, God, they was, trying to make sure Portia didn't get hurt, which I'm glad that was their first thought, was to protect Portia. Just not that Nene would have hit her. It was so much commotion and people were running down the stairs and getting pushed out the way on the stairs. Somebody could have fell. One of the cameras could have fell. Anything could have happened and somebody could have got hurt. But anywho, I did agree that Portia and Candy should have been allowed to, broach their feelings to Nene themselves. And when she finally did, how do y'all feel about Nene saying they don't really love her, or they ain't been showing her love? You said Nene was being extra strong that night. Girl, girl, I'm like, what's Nene on? Steroids? I'm still tripping. I don't know how many times I done tried to rip a shirt and I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. It reminds me kind of Medea when she was on Diary of a Mad Black Woman and she was ripping all those shirts and the dresses and everything, just ripping on like, no more wire hangers. That's what it reminded me of. But she straight ripped that shirt off that dude. She snatched him so hard she ripped his shirt off. So but when they were explaining to Nene, how they felt about her reaction, she was just like, y'all just need to show me some love, bitches. Y'all need to show me some love. Nene, I think they have been really supportive. Am I missing something here? I mean, how much more supportive can these ladies be? I mean, they done came together. Like, you see Candy and Portia kicking it and hanging out. A couple of years ago, I would have never imagined them even being in the same room, sitting next to each other, sharing a meal. After that incident with Portia and Phaedra, I mean, they have really been sticking together and supporting her and being there for her and inviting her to all her events and not, leaving her out the loop and catering to her and visiting her. And I mean, what else can they do? I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think they're not doing enough? I'm really confused here, Nene. I'm really confused because I thought, I don't know. I thought they were being pretty, supportive and helpful to me. But, Nene's going through a lot, and I guess she needs a lot more attention, a lot more tender care, I guess. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But as far as the wedding, again, I mentioned at the beginning of this live, I thought, oh my God, Eva, she looked so beautiful. You said Nene can't do anything if she's not sharing with them. True, that's true. Nene didn't care about anybody else, and I liked her, but she's being too much. That's kind of how I feel, God's child. That's kind of how I feel. I don't know. It's like Greg's taking everything out on her because he's sick, and she's taking out everything on the ladies because Greg's pissed at her. And the ladies, I mean, you don't want to run your friends away. You really don't. When I was going through it with my mom and sometimes people was texting, how you doing? How you doing? How's everything going? What's going on now? What the doctor say? You got those same questions over and over and over and over. The same questions. And I'm like, I got to the point where I would just go on Facebook and I would just write a paragraph. This is what's going on. If I'm not accepting phone calls, please don't take it to heart. I just need a minute. But I would never I never went off on my friends. I never cussed them out. I never shut them out. I mean, sometimes people they are too strong and they are too stubborn. And when people offer them help in their time of need, they try to not accept it because they don't want to seem like they're so, weak. And then in return, they lash out because what they really needed, they couldn't accept at the time. And I think that's what Nene's going through at this moment. But you said, why couldn't she let Eva's wedding shine? Right. I get it, K Gosh out. I get it. I was saying earlier before you got in the live that, or maybe you might have been here, but I was saying how she was all down and all depressed and when she was sitting there watching the wedding, the actual ceremony, she was up there and she was having all these thoughts. She saw the camera, not the camera, but the producers, they was replaying flashbacks of her wedding, of her proposal, of her and Greg getting back together, saying their I do's and all this kind of stuff. She was sitting there, all those memories was coming across her mind, and I get it because of where she's at right now with so much turmoil in her relationship. But this is your friend's wedding. You're supposed to do a speech. I could not believe that she first had said she wasn't even going to the wedding. She told Shamari, I don't even feel like it. Me and Greg. This isn't a baby shower. It's not a bridal shower. It's not a housewarming party. This is a big, huge wedding. And they asked her to do the speech. Now, if she wouldn't have came, there would have been nobody to do the speech. Who's going to do the speech? I guess somebody could have stood up and, just said some random, I love you guys. Bless your marriage. They could have made up something off the top of their head, or maybe if they known ahead of time she wasn't coming, they could have wrote something real quick before the wedding started. But I don't know. You think she didn't want them to have a moment, living your best life? I don't know what it was, but I just felt some type of way about that. I'm glad she showed up. Shamari ended up riding with Tanya. I'm glad she showed up. But when she got there, even if the girls loved all over her again, they loving and kissing her and wiping her tears and expressing, their... she still, after all that, I'm not going to do the speech. I'm like, for real, Nene, for real, come on now, get it together. Get up there and do the speech. Then if you want, take your butt home. But anyway, how do y'all feel about the speech? To me, it was kind of dry. It was kind of dry. The words weren't dry. How am I trying to say this? The words were nice. But the way she brought the words from the paper, it just seemed kind of I don't know. It just seemed like she did it because she felt like she had to do it. It didn't seem like she wasn't in it. She wasn't in it. And I guess that could be because, she was in her fifis or whatever. But yeah, it sounded generic. Even, who was that? Which one? Was it Candy? I can't remember. One of them said, oh, the speech was nice. It was... it was like, if if she would have put more passion into the speak, the words would have, rang a lot louder, because some of the words that she was saying was really nice. But when she got to there is no perfect marriage, something like that, it felt like she was talking to herself and talking about her own relationship. So I don't know. But you're right, it did sound generic. You said, somebody please feed that baby first. Oh, Shamari. At least she didn't get sloppy drunk. White girl wasted like she did at Nene's house when she threw up all over Eva's dress and all over her little shoes. But everybody keeps bringing in the fact up that Shamari, don't drink too much, don't get drunk. I mean, they really rubbing it in. Shamari, she ain't gonna live that down. She is not gonna live that down. She literally threw up on air. I mean, she was in the bathroom and they didn't actually show the, but she literally threw up on air. And I'm like, wow. But she kept it together. She held it together, and she didn't get sick, didn't drink too much, nothing. So that was good. But as far as what was I gonna say? Oh, who's gonna get married next, you guys? Who do y'all think? Did y'all hear Cynthia's man? Did y'all hear what he said? For those of y'all who watched, he had told the fellas that, you said she was hollering. She was hollering at the table. No. Gosh, out. Do you remember when she was dancing? Like, remember, it seemed like she had pissed Nene off for a moment. Nene was pissed off for a moment. And real quick, I think Shamari was like, oh shoot, I gotta fix this. So she started like twirling and dancing and gyrating and all down on the floor, popping it and everything, trying to make Nene laugh. And then Nene started laughing. I was like, yeah, she might be a little bit tipsy right now. But yeah, I'm like, Portia, I know Portia is engaged, y'all. But from what Cynthia's man was saying as well, he was like, I would love to be with Cynthia for the rest of my life. Or I can see myself with Cynthia for the rest of my life. And I was like, what? Hold up. I mean, how many times have they seen each other in person in the last 6 months? Like 3 or 4? And now he feels like he can be with her for the rest of his life? Boy, they must be having some amazing phone sex. Oh, man. I mean, but seriously, though, I did not expect that from him. Like, you said Portia's getting her spinoff. Yeah, she is getting her spinoff. I did hear that she's getting her spinoff for her wedding. I'm just like, I can't believe that he actually said those words. I guess they doing pretty well. I ain't mad at Cynthia. Girl. Because we've seen Cynthia go through some strange relationships over the past few seasons. And so everybody with this man also felt like, okay, Cynthia, is this relationship for real? Like, for real? Is this for real? Is it 5 real? Is this? And so now, I guess it seems to be. They really in love, and so, we'll see what happens. You say, yeah, I'm surprised to at least he's not fake. Thank you. And he seems like a really, really decent guy. A lot better than the last one. That Eva busted out. Because his butt, boy, when he was caught up in that lie, when they was at that event, and he was up there like, but, I wasn't like, we wasn't really like together. We were really like, okay, when you first meet people, there might be somebody there, and it might be somebody from the past. Okay, boy, just shut up. Just shut up. You cheating on Cynthia, so just save it. So anyway, he seems like a lot more decent than that guy was. So I'm glad, because Cynthia deserves happiness. I mean, out of all the characters on the show, not characters like it's a fake show, but out of all the cast members, Cynthia is like one of my top faves on the show. And I'm so glad that she got something popping and it's not something fake. Because we all know how these reality shows can go. You can be on there one season, and the next season they will take your peaches, and then the next season they might put you on as a friend, and then the next season you might be an associate, and then the next season they might give you your peach back. So I'm glad that she not only has a real relationship that seems legit, and it seems like they really care for each other, but that helps her storyline. I mean, let's be honest. You gotta have a good storyline to stay on the show. So I'm glad for that as well. But anyway, y'all, that's about all I got on this show today. If y'all got anything y'all want to say or wanted to call in, I didn't put up the phone number because I didn't know if anybody wanted to call in regarding the show. So I was just gonna wait to the end of my little spiel. But if y'all do got anything to say or add to it, or if you want me to put in the phone number, you want to call in and give your opinion on anything, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this all up because I do have a few more shows that I have to review this evening. I'm trying to get these all out the way. I'm going to review Peace and Many Blessings to you. All right, honey. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. I have to do again, I have to do, oh God. Good Girls. God, I draw a blank there. Good Girls. I have to do, and that last episode was good. So, I don't know how many of y'all watch Good Girls, but if you haven't started watching it yet, or haven't heard about it, go to Netflix. If you have Netflix, you can see the entire season 1 on Netflix. And also, it's on, is it ABC? Yeah, I think ABC. So it's on regular TV as well. So if you have cable, or I don't know if you can watch it on the Fire Sticks or Hulu. I don't know. I have cable, Hulu, Netflix. I have all that stuff. So but yeah, Good Girls. That episode was good. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, you said you're gonna watch Good Girls later, or did you see the last episode? Okay, guys, child. Because I'm trying to decide which one I should do next. I have to do not K. I was about to say your name. I got to do Good Girls, and I also have to do oh God, why did I just forget? I literally just forgot. Oh. Married to Medicine, LA. So I have to do Married to Medicine, LA too. So I'm gonna do both of those reviews before the night is over. I'm going to have to write up my little notes for, I watched both of these today, but I'm going to have to write up my little notes for Good Girls. So I'll probably do that one next. But anyway, you guys, I'm glad you guys tuned in. I shall return. So if you guys, make sure you have the bell set on my YouTube channel so you can get the notification. I know a lot of you guys get the notification, but for those who haven't, make sure you have that bell hit so you can get the notifications. And those of you on IG, please go to my YouTube channel, Tanya's Primetime TV /media reviews. Hit subscribe and also hit the bell so you'll get my notifications. And in the meantime and in between time, as usual, Primetime Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. See you later.